Another day, another press briefing, and today was a doozy. If you're new here, I'm Lysandra, and I watch the press briefings, so you don't have to. A lot happened today, starting with, of course, a bunch of gaslighting at the top, telling us all of the accomplishments that the Trump administration has done, which is, positive economic news, defeated Joe Biden's policy, all prices have dropped. She named all the categories, and it's like, wow, you should, and that's why you need to trust in Trump. It's what she said, that's wonderful. Tariffs are a massive source of revenue, budget surplus, America first, the halt of the fentanyl thing, which we know, and that's good. Complete and total success at the border that the press continues to ignore. ICE are heroes. And then she did like a list of a bunch of criminals. The formula was ICE arrested in this city, an illegal alien from what country they're from, and that had been convicted of some violent crime. And she showed about 10 of them, of course. Of course, we got into the big news of the day, which is Trump getting diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency. And then she stumbled through all the medical terms. Kind of fun to watch, to be honest with you. If you need to watch one part, that's just a good one to watch. Of course, everybody brought up the Epstein files, primarily the fact that Trump was calling it a hoax. And he was like, well, which part of it is a hoax and why? And she was like, well, the Democrats have seized on this because they didn't do a darn thing about this list when they were in power, but now they're making a big deal of it and they're acting like it's a big deal when they don't talk about it. We need to talk about work that needs to be done. And then she went off on a list of things that are higher priority, which is, mourning with parents that have lost their children. And then she went on to say that she agrees with the fact that, hey, the president agrees with the fact that we should release all credible information. It should be out there, but that's not for us. It's out of his hands. It's for the Department of Justice. It's really, truly not us. I would defer you to them. And then the reporter asked, then why did you fire Maureen Comey? And she goes, I would defer you to the Department of Justice for that. Like, okay. Somebody asked basically if Taco was going to taco with Russia. And she says no, the 50 days, if they have no peace deal, then they will suffer the consequences of tariffs and sanctions. And then talked about NPR getting defunded, which is essentially what we already knew by her calling for the left, it's a propaganda voice for the left. They called Hunter Biden's laptop a distraction. They called Trump racist. They said that it was a partisan left-wing outlets and not a good use of taxpayer money, which is what we knew they would say. Someone asked if the president is experiencing any physical discomfort, and he said absolutely not. As you can see, he's working 24 hours a day. He's really healthy. So they asked if President Trump was going to get involved in the mayoral race in New York. She said no, but I think that the Democrat Party is on the wrong side of history because they are in cahoots with a known communist, Zamdani. Last couple things, protecting the innocence of children with all of the gender mutilation, of course. They're like, everything is to protect the children, except for, of course, it's fun. They're still looking into the Otto Penn investigation. That's definitely at the priority of their list. And then Pam Bondi is on her way to Alcatraz with the Secretary of Interior and said that the Bureau of Prisons will be in charge of Alcatraz with the worst of the worst, both homegrown and illegal criminals to be put there if they decide that it's worth opening it back up. And then, this was interesting, a reporter from Brazil asked basically that said that their leader said that, hey, President Trump thinks he's the emperor of the world, what gives? And Carolina was like, he's not, he doesn't think that. He is the leader of the free world though. And that's kind of it. A lot of questions non-answered. What do you think?